This is Qingteng Academy, where power is everything and Lin Yu has almost none. Let's begin. The sky is bright blue with fluffy white clouds and a few shooting star-like streaks. A majestic clock tower with a pointed spire rises proudly against the sun, surrounded by lush green trees. The entire scene radiates hope, prestige, and elite status. Golden sun flares shimmer across the view, and a distant airplane contrail cuts through the sky. The entrance courtyard's cobblestone pavement gleams under the sunlight. Students in uniform walk in small groups. Luxury cars, a silver sedan, a black sedan, and a flashy red sports car are parked neatly along the sides. In the center stands our senior year student, Lin Yu, walking forward with messy black hair. He wears an open brown jacket over a white shirt and dark trousers. One hand rests casually in his pocket, while the other holds the strap of a bag slung over his shoulder. His expression is calm, with a slight smirk, the look of someone who knows he doesn't belong here. Yet, walking beside him is a girl in a short school uniform skirt and tie, looking up at him. Other students blur into the background. The atmosphere feels rich, modern, and slightly intimidating. This is the world Lin Yu struggles to survive in. Tension explodes indoors. A group of students in school uniforms cluster near a doorway. A group of upperclassmen corner Lin Yu in a dimly lit hallway with cool blue walls and tiled floors. He is aggressively held back by two students while desperately reaching forward. "Give me back my sister's medicine!" The lighting casts long, dramatic shadows, emphasizing isolation and power imbalance. A smug, silver-haired guy with stylish hair wearing a brown blazer over a black turtleneck and an earring in one ear smirks confidently. A massive, jagged speech bubble screams, "Say that again, you brat!" He is none other than Qingteng Academy senior year student Zhang Yang, along with his companion Zhao Lei. Close up on Lin Yu, spiky black hair, sharp, angry eyes, teeth gritted, fist pressed to his mouth in barely contained fury. He wears an open brown jacket over a partially unbuttoned white shirt, with a watch visible on his wrist. His expression is fierce and threatening as he leans forward aggressively. "Or I'll make you regret it!" The dramatic lighting highlights a young man pushed to his limits, low status, but a strong heart. Two guys stand side by side in a modern hallway with glowing particles. On the left, Zhao Lei. Brown, spiky hair, gray t-shirt under an open brown jacket, cocky grin, one hand in his pocket. On the right, Zhang Yang. Silver gray hair, black turtleneck, brown blazer holding a blue cup casually, looking superior. They burst into loud laughter. "Ha ha ha ha! A useless loser with a blood qui value of only 0.62 dares to say he'll make me regret it?" Zhao Lei smirks. "Lin Yu, Brother Zhang's blood key value is 3.5. A moron like you, who isn't even as good as an ordinary person, shouldn't brag like that." The contrast in power levels is humiliating. The words cut deeper than any wound. Zhao Lei's voice drips with mockery as he sneers. "If you didn't have a monstrously gifted sister, there's no way you'd ever get into Qingteng Academy." For a moment, everything feels heavier. Close-ups lock onto Lin Yu's face, his expression twisting between rage and pain, his eyes burning like they're about to explode. Just inches away, the silver-haired bully smirks, completely unfazed. The sharp visual lines and flickering sparkles intensify the moment, turning something as pure as family pride into a weapon used against him. The classroom falls into an uneasy silence. Dim afternoon light filters through the tall windows, casting long shadows across rows of empty desks and scattered chairs. Dust, or maybe something more unnatural, floats slowly through the air. The atmosphere feels tense, like something is about to snap. On one side, Zhao Lei stands firm, and his fists clench so tightly his knuckles turn white, his stance wide, aggressive, ready to strike at any moment. His eyes burn with restrained fury. On the other side, Zhang Yang walks away. Calm, confident, untouchable. The glowing blue medicine bottle swings lightly in his hand, as if it means nothing. He doesn't even turn back. "Weren't you after this medicine?" His voice is slow, deliberate, each word meant to provoke. In the foreground, Lin Yu stands frozen, seen only from behind, yet the helplessness in his posture says everything. Around them, the empty desks seem to shift, like an arena forming for a battle that's already been decided. Faint particles shimmer in the air, catching the light, turning the entire moment into something eerie, something unreal, and yet painfully real. For Lin Yu, the atmosphere shifts. A dark blue-black background stretches endlessly, cut through by vertical streaks of light and drifting white particles like a silent, magical storm. At the center, Zhang Yang stands tall. His sharp eyes gleam with confidence, a single earring catching the faint glow. Dressed in a brown jacket with white trim over a dark shirt, he looks completely in control. He slowly raises his right hand, fingers spreading wide in a taunting gesture. Come and get it! In his left hand, he lifts the glowing blue glass bottle high into the air. Inside, bright liquid swirls, radiating sparkling rays of light. A confident smirk spreads across his face, as if he's already won. Time slows down. From the left side of the frame, Lin Yu lunges forward, desperate. His arm stretches to its absolute limit on, fingers trembling, reaching for the falling bottle. The glass container tilts midair, its silver cap catching the light, the glowing blue liquid inside shimmering like fragile hope. Lin Yu's face twists with raw emotion. Gah! Panic, anger, desperation. No! The blue glow reflects in his eyes. Hope and fear colliding in a single moment. Then, crash! A massive explosion of blue light tears through the scene. Glass shatters violently, shards flying in every direction. The glowing liquid bursts apart, scattering like broken dreams. Motion lines rip across the frame, capturing the sheer speed and impact. And just like that, the medicine, his sister's only lifeline, is gone. Silence! Then tension snaps. Lin Yu and Zhang Yang stand face to face, barely inches apart, close enough to feel each other's breath. Zhang Yang remains calm, dominant. A faint smile curves his lips, just enough to show his teeth. His hand grips Lin Yu's collar tightly, fabric crumpling under the pressure, knuckles turning white. He pulls him forward, forcing him off balance. But Lin Yu doesn't back down. His mouth is open in a furious shout, teeth clenched, almost feral. A bead of sweat rolls down his cheek. His expression, a storm of shock, rage, and defiance. The lighting sharpens every detail, casting bright highlights across his face and hair, making the moment feel explosive. Without warning, Zhang Yang moves, a sudden burst of force, and Lin Yu is sent flying. His body lifts off the ground and thrown backward through the air like he weighs nothing. He crashes violently into a nearby trash bin. Bang! Glass shatters across the floor. His body hits the tiled surface hard, arms flailing, legs bent awkwardly, walls, pain twisting across his face. Broken shards scatter around him. He is, reflecting the cold light of the room. And in that moment, all that remains is silence, and the sound of something inside him beginning to break. In a single brutal motion, Zhang Yang strikes. Captured mid-action, his silver hair falls slightly over his forehead, his eyes narrowed with cold fury, his mouth open as he spits out his words, one leg raised high, then slam. He drives his foot hard into the tiled wall, pinning Lin Yu beneath him. One knee presses down on Lin Yu's body, locking him in place, while his other hand braces against the wall for leverage. Cracks spread across the tiles like a spider web from the impact point. His body leans forward, tense, powerful, completely dominant. Trash belongs in the trash heap. The dimly lit interior, dark ceiling panels, cold glass walls, only amplifies his overwhelming presence. Below him, Lin Yu lies sprawled awkwardly on the floor, his body twisted from the impact, arms loose, legs bent, his face contorts in pain, mouth open as he struggles to breathe. Sweat beads on his skin. Around him, shattered glass litters the floor, reflecting the harsh light of the room. Suddenly, the teacher's on the way to the classroom. The tension snaps instantly. Zhang Yang's expression changes. His eyes widen in shock. What? He turns sharply, motion lines slicing through the air as bright streaks of light burst outward. Nearby, Lin Yu sits slumped on the floor, leaning against a low white bench. One hand supports his body, surrounded by broken glass and spilled liquid, the remains of the destroyed nutrient supplement. His clothes are disheveled, his breathing uneven. Zhao Lei lets out a mocking grin. Garbage should stay with garbage. Zhang Yang straightens up again, regaining his composure, hands slipping casually into his pockets. A cold, predatory smirk returns to his face. Silence fills the classroom. Rows of empty metal desks and chairs stretch into the distance, the tiled floor reflecting faint light beneath them. At one table, Lin Yu sits alone, hunched forward, fists clenched tightly against the surface. His gaze drops to the floor, where a small blue nutrient bottle lies, spilled, useless, discarded. The air feels cold, heavy. This nutrient supplement is what keeps my sister alive. His voice trembles with suppressed anger. Now I'll have to work extra hours just to afford another one. Yeah. His face tightens, eyes glowing faintly with a golden amber hue, brows furrowed deeply, teeth clenched in pure rage. Sweat drips down his face, an unseen energy begins to rise around him, a silent storm building within. Zhang Yang, Zhao Lei, just you wait, I'll make you pay for this. Then, a gentle voice breaks through the silence. Lin Yu, are you okay? A soft, warm presence enters the scene. Lin Xin, a beautiful young woman with long, flowing pink hair, standing gracefully before him. She wears an off-shoulder white top over a dark bodysuit, paired with a short pleated skirt. Elegant, composed, she leans forward slightly, extending her hand toward him. Her fingers move with quiet grace, a gesture both kind and quietly commanding. Her expression carries a faint smile, calm yet strong. In this moment, she feels like light breaking through darkness. Warm lighting surrounds her, contrasting sharply with the cold brutality from before. Lin Yu looks up suddenly, his golden brown eyes widen in surprise. His lips part slightly, caught off guard for the first time, not by pain, but by kindness. The air between them feels different now, quiet, yet filled with unspoken tension. Lin Xin gently grabs Lin Yu's wrist. Her grip isn't forceful, but it's firm, steady, impossible to ignore. Lin Yu stands slightly hunched, his messy black hair falling over his face. A faint bruise marks the corner of his mouth. His brown jacket hangs open over his white shirt, still showing signs of the fight he just endured. Lin Xin's long pink-purple hair frames her sharp yet beautiful features. Her eyes shine with concern and quiet determination. Lin Yu speaks softly, a hint of embarrassment in his voice. I'm fine, thanks for stepping in. Lin Xin smiles gently, but her tone leaves no room for argument. Good, then let's go back together. She gives his wrist a small tug, already deciding for him. Lin Yu looks away, a faint blush creeping onto his face, caught somewhere between gratitude and the instinct to pull away. For a moment, the chaos fades, and all that remains is this quiet connection. Lin Yu, are you skipping work? Why are you still not at your job this late? The shout hits like a shockwave. Lin Yu flinches instantly, his expression shifting from calm to startled in a heartbeat. He quickly checks his watch, and his face tightens. Pain turns into urgency. Lin Yu raises his hands slightly, stepping back. I'm on my way right now. Without wasting another second, he turns, throws his backpack over one shoulder, and rushes down the hallway. One hand lifts in a half wave, as if that alone could fix everything. Behind him, Lin Xin stands still, watching. For a moment, her expression is unreadable. Then, a faint smirk forms. She isn't convinced. Her sharp eyes follow it, carrying a mix of annoyance and something softer, something warmer. The city opens up. Modern skyscrapers shine under a bright sky. White clouds drift peacefully overhead. Lin Yu rides his bicycle through the streets, and his voice echoes, Year 4832 of the old era, the final year of a broken world. The sky split, the earth twisted, and mutation became the law of nature. And then pollution came. Not slowly, not gently. It descended like judgment from a dead god. Faced with the crisis, the human body begins to break its original limits and awaken supernatural abilities. The sky turns out explosive orange-red, fiery background with debris. A giant hyena-like monster clashes between the two worlds, the monsters and the humans fighting for their life. A powerful warrior in glowing armor standing triumphantly on a high ledge or rooftop overlooking a city. Bright orange energy radiates from his body. These people were called warriors and were given the highest honor and treatment, heading to the front lines to protect humanity. These people were called warriors and were given the highest honor and treatment, heading to the front lines to protect humanity. When time officially entered High Martial Year 1, humanity discovered that even death could not free one from pollution. Instead, the dead would turn into walking corpses with no consciousness, driven only by a desire to kill. people called them revenants. And the part-time job I do every day after school is to come to the crematorium and cremate the bodies brought back from the front lines. And right now, the only known method to counter pollution and revenants is burning. Nothing else works. Dark, eerie atmosphere. 3 grotesque figures stand in the shadows. In the foreground, a white-haired character with glowing red eyes and a mask-like face. Black, smoky tendrils swirl around them. The mood is ominous. When time officially entered High Martial Year 1, humanity discovered that even death could not free one from pollution. A terrifying horned revenant with a skull-like face, glowing red eyes, sharp fangs and claws. It looks aggressive and monstrous with dark energy swirling around it. Instead, the dead would turn into walking corpses with no consciousness, driven only by a desire to kill. People called them revenants. A massive demonic revenant engulfed in roaring yellow-orange flames. The fire is intense and dramatic. The creature looks like it's roaring or in agony as it burns, and right now the only known method to counter pollution and revenants is burning. Nothing else works. A massive industrial crematorium facility with tall chimneys and pipes against a fiery orange-red sunset sky. Lin Yu is riding a bicycle in the foreground heading toward the building, and the part-time job I do every day after school is to come to the crematorium and cremate the bodies brought back from the front lines. Lin Yu reached the crematorium gate. Click the bell of the gate to enter the hallway. Lin Yu, high-tech gas mask with dark tactical coat and harness, standing in shadow with glowing eyes, dark coat, stares intensely forward with glowing yellow eyes. My sister's nutrient pod is about to expire. I have to earn 200,000 before the end of the month. My sister is nothing like me. She broke 10,000 in blood, just after starting her second year of high school, and she even has an ultra-rare psychic telekinesis talent. Lin Yu in dark tactical coat and harness standing in shadow. Lin Yu, gas mask, tactical gear, stands on a walkway overlooking industrial structures. But on her 17th birthday, she suddenly fell into a coma for no reason. Lin Yu's legs walking on wet tiled floor. The glowing blue nutrient pod in the background contains a bandaged female figure floating in liquid with bubbles. Lin Yu, gas mask, eyes revealing worried face, kneels beside the glowing blue nutrient pod. His sister floats inside bandaged and unconscious, and she's never woken up since. Lin Yu stands beside a glass table with a chained purple hyena-like creature and a bandaged blonde man lying on it. I was born with no talent at all. She always protected me before, so now it's my turn to take care of her. I get 20,000 for each cremation I do. Today's pay will go toward replacing the medicine that got smashed. After that, I just need to do 10 more cremations to scrape together the money for her nutrient pod. Lin Yu stands beside a metal table where a bandaged body lies under bright overhead light with floating golden particles. The body on the table erupts in massive yellow-orange flames. Screaming revenant in flames with black smoky tendrils. The burning blonde man's agonized face, mouth wide open, flames and black energy swirling. Every body that's brought in carries pollution. If the cremator ever slips up even a little, they either die on the spot or turn into a monster. That's why this job pays so well and why almost no one is willing to do it. Massive orange-yellow explosion with black, crackling energy tendrils bursting from a window. Lin Yu is visible in the background with a gas mask seeing through the glass cremator machine. Black, crackling energy tendrils bursting from a window happened before. What is that? With black energy tendrils whipping across a tiled floor. Lin Yu, full tactical gear, running in panic as black tendrils surge around him. Lin Yu's face as black tendrils whip past with large blue. Lin Yu, gas mask removed, with wide-eyed shock, mouth open. Well, what's happening? And my whole body feels so comfortable. Lin Yu standing powerfully with a glowing blue energy aura around his body and eyes, black tendrils swirling. Lin Yu in tactical gear, surrounded by swirling black energy tendrils against a blood-red background with silhouetted figures. Lin Yu walking through dark red energy. Li Yang, what do you want to do after graduation? blonde warrior in black shirt shaking hands with a smiling officer in green military uniform, a smaller injured person in the background. Isn't it obvious? I'm definitely enlisting in the army. Li Yang in full green military uniform saluting a superior officer with a mustache. Officer, Li Yang, congratulations, you're now a recruit in the 38th Army Special Operations Brigade. Your number is HX0186112. Li Yang, yes sir, I will never let the nation or the people down. Dawn sky with purple-pink clouds. A stern instructor in a dark military-style jacket and sunglasses stands on a high rocky ledge, hands in pockets, looking down. In the foreground, a muscular young man with spiky blonde hair, Li Yang in training, is in a perfect push-up position on rough stone, veins bulging on his arms, sweat flying. A smaller trainee is visible behind him, also pushing. The more you sweat in peacetime, the less you bleed in war. Only by constantly pushing your blood qi to its limits can it be tempered. Only by breaking your body's limits can you further awaken its potential. Heavy breathing, sweat droplets hitting stone. Blonde warrior now in dark short-sleeve shirt, gray pants and boots, leaping mid-air from a broken rooftop, fists clenched, one leg extended, face fierce, city buildings and blue sky below, soldiers' legs, boots and pants, leaping or kicking mid-air above a chaotic battlefield. Below, a grotesque pinkish-purple mutant beast with claws and tentacles lunges upward. The front-line defenses have been torn open by the mutant beasts. High ground 301 could fall at any moment. Epic action splash. Li Yang in heavy combat armor, dark gray with glowing blue accents, shoulder guards, charges forward through a chaotic battlefield filled with blue energy streaks and falling debris. His face is fierce, teeth gritted, fists clenched as he leaps into battle. Kill the beasts! Protect our homeland! Massive white and blue energy burst with black motion slashes. Ethereal white and red energy streams, resembling glowing feathers or blood veins, swirl dramatically against a stormy, rain-slashed background with floating blue particles. The lower half fades into deep shadow. Soul-Devouring System loading. Li Yang's brutal training and heroic enlistment, his desperate frontline defense against mutant beasts during the Cataclysm, all experienced by Lin Yu through the newly activated Soul-Devouring System, which lets him relive the fallen warrior's past to grow stronger. The system loading and Lin Yu's shocked reaction tie the entire vision together as a power-up moment for Lin Yu. Lin Yu's face and upper chest. He wears a dark hooded cloak. His mouth is wide open in shock, revealing sharp teeth/fangs. Sweat or energy droplets fly off his face. His eyes are still glowing. Ooh. Lin Yu shocked. Just now, did I see the past of a fallen warrior? Lin Yu's right eye glowing brightly with blue energy with shock, drops sweat on cheek as he processes the vision. Soul-Devouring System has been activated. Ferocious purple hyena mutant beast with glowing red eyes, bared fangs, and mechanical headgear. Lin Yu in tactical gear running in panic as a chained purple hyena mutant beast lunges. Blue energy box glowing on the floor. Analyzing and loading. Li Yang in a tactical coat, shocked expression, looking at the floating blue interface. A terrifying full-body shot of a monstrous Tier 1 mutant beast. The creature is a massive, hulking, hyena-like abomination with dark purple-black fur that seems to melt and drip like living shadows. Its body is covered in glowing cracks and 4 red glowing eyes scattered across its torso and shoulders. The head is demonic. Huge glowing red-orange eyes that burn with rage, razor-sharp fangs dripping with saliva, and jagged horns or bone protrusions. Thick, broken metal chains are still wrapped around its neck and limbs, some snapping from the sheer power. The background is dark and chaotic with swirling black energy, blue, lightning-like cracks, and heavy rain or energy particles falling. Large, roar! The overall atmosphere is oppressive, monstrous, and nightmarish. The beast looks like it has just broken free and is about to attack. What the hell? A Tier 1 mutant beast has revivinated. Lin Yu standing in the foreground looking up at the towering purple mutant beast. The beast is now lunging forward aggressively, one massive clawed paw with long red-black claws reaching down toward Lin Yu. Broken chains are flying in the air around the beast. Li Yang's posture is defensive but determined. He has turned to face the monster, one hand slightly raised. The floor is cracked, tiled ground with debris. Blue energy particles and shadows swirl in the air. The beast's glowing red eyes are clearly visible, staring down at him. The perspective makes the monster look gigantic compared to the human. Claw swipe, whoosh, heavy footsteps cracking the floor, chain rattling. Lin Yu, standing on a metallic platform or railing, leaning forward aggressively with one arm raised. Rain streaks down dramatically. The massive purple mutant hyena beast roaring ferociously with its mouth wide open, red eyes blazing, and black energy tendrils swirling around it. Mutant hyena has sharp, intense eyes with yellow-green irises, spiky dark hair with blue highlights, and a focused, determined expression. Small black impact particles float around him, recent action or debris from a fight. Tier 1. Warrior Li Yang's soul memories detected. Host, please choose one of the following abilities to: a dark blue tiled floor with a partial view of a futuristic blue holographic screen materializes with a lightning bolt effect above it appears. Inside the glowing translucent panel, A. Undying will B. Basic military combat technique. C. Lofty fighting spirit. Lin Yu, in a powerful pose, fist clenched and extended forward as if activating something. A large purple mutant beast with glowing red eyes and sharp teeth is partially visible on the left, still threatening. A bright blue glowing diamond-shaped portal or energy construct floats in the background on the right. Option B. Increase skill proficiency through real combat experience. System interface activates, detecting the soul memories of Tier 1 warrior Li Yang and offering him 3 ability choices. He urgently selects B. Basic military combat technique, B, which seems to trigger enhanced combat capabilities as the battle intensifies with brutal attacks from the beast. Lin Yu, face sweating, determined expression, hand raised to his head as he processes the power surge. Lin Yu crouches on the ground in a ready stance, intense expression, blue energy beginning to swirl. The purple hyena's massive clawed hand with red accents smashing down with explosive force. Chains around the beast's wrist shatter into pieces with bright orange sparks and motion lines. Lin Yu leaps powerfully into the air, performing a high kick or strike. The purple hyena beast charges from below with glowing eyes. The ground cracks from the force of the impact as the fight intensifies. Lin Yu lands in a crouched, exhausted but determined pose on the cracked floor, breathing heavily, eyes sharp. Lin Yu crouches on the ground in a ready stance, intense expression, blue energy beginning to swirl, the floor cracking with bright blue energy lines bursting upward. It feels like some kind of power just poured into my body. My vision's clearer too. I can even track the hyena's movements. Lin Yu is surrounded by swirling blue energy tendrils, looking empowered. Lin Yu's hand slamming onto the tiled floor, blue energy crackling intensely around it. Evil sprill of blue and black impact/effect across the floor. The purple 4 red eyes hyena roars furiously mid-leap, claws extended, chains dangling with virus power with blue flash of blue evil spiral. The beast attacking while the Lin Yu dodges and counters the powerful claw splash of beast Lin Yu with a sweating face. That was close. Flashback and overlay of a silver-haired muscular warrior, Li Yang, in a powerful combat stance, demonstrating the military technique. The Lin Yu's body moves on autopilot. Huh? This is the military combat technique from those memories? My body is moving on its own and fighting instinctively. Lin Yu is now fully in the enhanced combat form, striking with perfect technique and with white energy. Trails all around aura completing Lin Yu. Lin Yu launches an attack with high impact shot of the launching a powerful strike, black slash motion lines. The giant purple 4-eyed beast hyena is directly hit. White starburst impact covers its head as it roars in pain, rocks flying. Explosive white starburst impact as the Lin Yus attack the giant purple beast, which let a huge fall on ground. Lin Yu stands triumphantly in a fighting pose, fist raised, as the purple hyena lies defeated on the ground behind him. "Since when did I get this strong?" The defeated hyena sprawled on the floor. "Is this because of the Soul-Devouring System?" Holographic system window appears. Basic military combat technique level 1. Progress 10%, increases physical ability by 10%, lets you spot the opponent's weak points. Lin Yu, surrounded by blue energy aura, looks surprised while checking his enhanced body. "I actually ran into something like this. This is totally broken, but why did something like this happen?" Blue energy wisps rising from the tiled floor. Close-up of the Lin Yu's hands glowing with blue energy tendrils. Could it be because of that blue light spot just now? Corpse detected nearby, devouring available. Lin Yu stands over the defeated purple hyena corpse on the floor, while thinking, "There's still the hyena's corpse here. I might as well try it again." Power-up moment. Lin Yu's eyes glow with orange/red energy as intense blue, lightning-like power swirls intensely around him. He looks confident and empowered. Confident smirk on his face, close-up of his hand extended glowing with swirling blue energy powerfully between his fingers as he activates the power.